I wanted to share with you something I've been toiling with for probably the last 3 or 4 years. Just a concept or an idea. Do filmmakers matter? Does filmmaking matter? Is this important in the grand scheme of things? If tomorrow, if all cameras stopped working, would filmmakers be of any use to society? When you boil it down, is all art kind of just selfish? Generally, the consensus that I come to, I'm sure others, is, well, you have to have a message. You have to believe in what you're filming and are saying things in a way that maybe haven't been said and are relevant. When I think of like, what's the highest of the highest mark that you could get in filmmaking, let's say something like winning an Oscar for your original screenplay. That's the top of the mountain. You have a great message about fixing the climate or whatever. Like, you put a lot of time into delivering this message. But the problem is that that message is going to get seen by people who already know this stuff. You're essentially going to be preaching to the choir. The people that you want to get that message to are the masses, right? Is fitting important stories and narrative stuff into big movies that get seen by a ton of people, is that the ultimate goal? Is that where filmmaking is actually doing something good? How can you argue that when all Marvel movies and Star Wars movies really are is just a product? I'm not trying to be pretentious. These are things I struggle with on a weekly, if not daily basis. So there was a long time where I kind of thought filmmaking in general is kind of useless. And so I just started to think like, I want to do other stuff and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I do like the idea of farming and getting into different stuff that maybe has a more direct and real impact on society. But me delivering this message in such a direct way via video in this channel is pretty amazing. I mean, it's kind of like I have my own little TV channel with you guys. I mean, I haven't talked about how I appreciate you guys, but I really do. A lot of you have been watching our channel since the T2I days. And I took it for granted for a while just because of stuff like this. Like, I didn't understand the value of it. Having this opportunity, I now cherish it. I think it's a very cool thing. YouTube is a great avenue to do different stuff and bring different ideas to the table in a way that kind of hits the mass market in not such a niche way. So you can do dramatic stuff, not even dramatic, like it's just, YouTube is its own thing. I want to fill it with more meaningful stuff and sometimes discussions like this that have nothing to do with filmmaking. That's been on my mind a lot lately. You know, I figured I'd share it, the struggle of just wondering, is this just kind of a stupid, childish pastime that's ultimately meaningless? And I feel like, yes, it has the potential to be that. But you know what? So does almost every other profession. If you take it seriously and if you use it for something you believe in and something that can fit in and help the greater good, then filmmaking is up there with any other profession. So I challenge you to push yourself. Tell stories or do things that kind of have an impact on people around you or greater with your audience on YouTube. At least that's what I'm gonna try and do. All right. Well, I'm gonna go hang out with the family. Daddy Luke out.